Why is an INFJ born but a Sigma INFJ is made? The answer lies in the natural tendencies of the INFJ and how life experiences can shape them into something different over time. 1. The born INFJ versus the made Sigma INFJ. The born INFJ. INFJs are naturally empathetic and highly sensitive individuals. They are born with an intense desire to connect deeply with others and make meaningful changes in the world. However, this innate empathy can often leave them vulnerable to being overwhelmed by the emotional needs of others. The made Sigma INFJ. Over time, through challenges, hardships, or even betrayal, some INFJs begin to retreat inward, becoming more self-reliant and selective about who they allow into their inner circle. These experiences often lead to the development of what we call the Sigma INFJ. Unlike a traditional INFJ, a Sigma INFJ becomes more self-focused, more independent, and begins to rely on their own strength rather than constantly giving to others. An INFJ who has been hurt or taken advantage of may withdraw from their usual role as the helper and focus instead on self-preservation. Over time, they adopt the lone wolf mindset of a Sigma. 2. The transformation process. It's a process that involves several key stages. Emotional burnout stage. INFJs often give too much of themselves, and without setting proper boundaries, they can experience emotional burnout. This is the first catalyst that pushes them towards Sigma behavior. At this point, the INFJ starts to realize they need to conserve their energy and protect their own well-being. Imagine constantly being the emotional sponge for everyone in your life. Eventually, you run out of energy to keep absorbing other people's emotions. This is when an INFJ starts to pull back. Selective relationship stage. Sigma INFJs become highly selective about the people they let into their lives. They recognize the importance of meaningful, authentic connections, but are no longer willing to sacrifice their own well-being for the sake of others. They might cut off toxic friendships or reduce time spent with people who drain their energy, focusing instead on a few close, trusted individuals. Increased self-reliance stage. One of the most defining traits of a Sigma INFJ is their self-reliance. They learn to trust their own judgment and intuition more than ever before. This shift empowers them to make decisions that prioritize their own needs and goals. Rather than constantly seeking approval or reassurance from others, a Sigma INFJ learns to depend on their own inner guidance. 3. The strengths of a Sigma INFJ. Once an INFJ transforms into a Sigma, they still retain their deep empathy and intuition, but they use it in a more strategic and self-protective way. Boundary setting. Sigma INFJs are experts at setting boundaries. They know exactly how much they can give without losing themselves, and they're not afraid to say no when necessary. Emotional intelligence. Their empathy doesn't disappear. It becomes sharper and more refined. Sigma INFJs can still read people easily, but they no longer feel obligated to act on every emotion they sense. Independence. Sigma INFJs are incredibly self-reliant. They have mastered the art of solitude and are comfortable spending time alone, which often makes them even more attractive and enigmatic to others. Mystery and depth. While INFJs are known for their depth, Sigma INFJs add a layer of mystery. Their selective nature and independence make them intriguing, drawing people in without revealing too much. People are often drawn to the Sigma INFJ's quiet confidence. They seem mysterious and hard to pin down, which only adds to their allure. Sigma INFJs are often admired for their independence and strength, but they can also be intimidating to those who don't understand them. Here's why. People admire Sigma INFJs for their ability to stand alone, follow their own path, and remain true to themselves. Their confidence and self-assurance are qualities that many people aspire to. On the flip side, Sigma INFJs can be intimidating because they don't need anyone's approval. They're not easily manipulated, and they have little tolerance for superficiality. This can make people who are used to being in control feel uneasy. Through life's challenges and hardships, some INFJs transform into Sigmas, self-reliant, independent, and highly selective individuals who operate outside the traditional social order. While this shift might make them more mysterious and even intimidating to some, it also empowers them to protect their emotional well-being and live life on their own terms. Do you think you're a Sigma INFJ or on your way to becoming one? Let us know in the comments. Take care and see you in the next one.